Hello, thank you for joining us for another broadcast of You and Me and OWC. My name is Shane and I'll be your host. Today we will show footage from First Congregational Church of Vernon, where our cooking group will make zucchini boats. We will also interview Senior Pastor Reverend Robin Bird and Associate Pastor Elisa Dickoff of First Congregational Church of Vernon. We hope you enjoy another episode.
Welcome to Kitchen Group, guys, right?
Welcome to Kitchen Group.
Yeah, can someone tell me what we're making today? Here you go.
Hello, my name is Matthew. Thank you for joining me. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Senior Pastor Robin Bird and Associate Pastor Elisa Dickoff from the First Congregational Church of Vernon. Good morning, Robin and Elisa.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can both of you tell us about your backgrounds and how that led you to FCCV?
Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Something that we both have in common is that we both worked in education prior to working in ministry. I was a band director before I became a minister, but I had felt called to ministry, and so I answered that call and went to seminary.
Right.
And then the good people of this church felt called to bring me here, and I felt like this was the right place for me. And so here I came.
And here you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, so I have 20 years in special education, and I too felt called to ministry. My father is a retired minister from a different denomination, as is my grandfather, was my grandfather. And your grandfather was also, Elisa's grandfather was also a minister of a different denomination. But I came up here because I'm originally from Orlando, Florida, and I came up here, I met, had a friend in Florida who she actually was my predecessor. She was the minister here before me. And so when she had an opening, she called me and asked, was I interested in that opening, that position, which was an associate pastor position, which Elisa has now. And I said yes. So I first came as the associate pastor when Reverend Watson was here. And then when she left, we went through the process that we do for a new minister. And then I was voted in as their senior pastor. So
Yeah.
so here we are.
We might be the only church in Connecticut with 2 Southern women as the
their two
ministers,
pastors.
right?
Could be. Because you are from?
I'm from South Carolina. Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm sure folks will hear that come out
Right.
as we're talking too.
Exactly.
Okay. Can both of you tell us about your backgrounds and how that led you to FCCV?
Yeah, and what that reminds me of is some of the different services that we offer here, to share that with folks.
Right.
Do you want to speak to that?
So our main service during through September through May is on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. But when we're in our summer months, we like to go outside. And so that service we have outside on our side lawn, and it is at 9:30 on Sunday mornings. So we'll have the rest of August and then the first Sunday of September outside at 9:30, and then I think it's the 10th of September
Right.
that we'll start back indoors for our regular Sunday morning worship service at 10 o'clock. Yeah, so that's our main worship service. We have a lot of other stuff that goes on during the week, but I think we can talk about that. I think that's one of the questions later on. But yeah, that's our main worship service. And then we have special services too, like when we come to Christmas, like Christmas services and Easter services. So there are special services that we do, but our main service is Sunday morning at 10.
All right. All right. On what day and time does FCCV offer services?
Well, that's so Sunday morning at 10 a.m. That is our main worship service, unless we are in the summer months, and that's at 9:30, and then that's outside.
Recently, FCCV hosted a week-long summer program called Compassion Camp for Children in Vernon. Can you describe the activities and values the children were taught?
Yes, thank you. So this year we tried something new where we had a full day of Compassion Camp, Vacation Bible School, which typically is just for a few hours. But this year we found out that a lot of folks in the community really needed a program that was 9 to 5. And so Monday through Friday, we offered this 9 to 5 program. We had a little over 30 kids register, and when they came, their day was just packed full of a lot of fun activities. There was a lot of music, crafts, recreation, outdoor time. On Wednesday, we had Water Day, which is a favorite for many, and we had many folks who helped sponsor our campers and who helped sponsor Water Day to happen, where we had a huge slide that the kids enjoyed going down, and lots of...
You did too.
I went down the slide as well. It was a lot of fun. I went twice because
you
it was
did.
so fun the first time. But throughout the week, they were learning about how to have compassion for themselves, for others, and then for all of creation. So extending that compassion to animals, to plants, to all of life. So on day one, we focused on every living thing needing shelter, and we moved on to food, water, air, and community. And so through Psalm 104, they focused on these different aspects that helped them learn to see the world in that new way. And one thing they practiced throughout the week when thinking about what is compassion and how do I show compassion was their compassion chant. Do you remember that? You want to do it with me?
Yeah.
I see your hurt.
Right.
I feel your hurt. I help ease your hurt. And so that was one of the main things that we left with. It was a lot of fun. The kids had a great time. Our volunteers had so much fun. And we're looking forward to being able to offer it again next summer.
Right. And speaking of volunteers, I mean, we had volunteers off the chart. They got into it. They did a great job. So it wouldn't have been as successful without without our volunteers, and of course without Elisa's direction and leadership. I mean, you really did a phenomenal job with that. So it was a great week. It really was. Very proud of that week.
All right. FCCV has graciously opened their doors to our participants in OWC's traditional program. Can you tell us what the experience has been like?
Great.
Yeah.
I think it's been a great experience. We love seeing you guys come, whether it's on Mondays or Wednesdays. We love to be able to offer space to y'all, whether it's in the kitchen or the library, and the skills that you guys are doing better with, that you're learning and putting into practice. So it's been a great experience, I think, and we're just very proud to be a partner with you guys and to see this growth that you guys are experiencing as well.
Yeah, and we've enjoyed learning about all of the different stuff happening at OWC. Because every time we think we know what's going on, we find out there's all this other great stuff that's happening.
Right.
And we've been able to share that with our congregation, and they're very excited about our partnership together.
Right.
And I think they always enjoy seeing the news come out and seeing what the kitchen group and the office group are working on. We love reading the newsletter from the office
and
group.
watching the videos.
Yes.
I mean, we learn a lot from that as well. So it's been great.
Yeah.
Okay. Autumn is quickly approaching. Soon children will go back to school. What kind of school supplies is FCCV accepting on behalf of Cornerstone?
Yeah.
A lot of them, all of them.
Pretty much, yeah, because Cornerstone is gathering school supplies for K through 12. So you're looking at things for your youngest kids, like the crayons, the scissors, markers, pencils, but then even up through high school where they're looking, for more specific, like calculators, mechanical pencils. They always need folders and binders. It's just all the things.
Backpacks.
Exactly. Yeah. And so we collect those here and we bring them to Cornerstone. But anybody who's interested in donating school supplies can also take them right to Cornerstone.
Right.
Or if we're more convenient, you can drop them by here during our office hours, which are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 2.
Yep.
All right. In addition to partnering with Cornerstone, FCCV also partners with Hockanum Valley. FCCV collects food for both locations. Can you tell us the types of food that you collect?
Well, what we try to do is, and we put it in our Tuesday tidbits, you can go on their website because there are times that they need certain items more than others. And so, of course, all the food that is given or collected here is food that won't spoil, right? So it's something that can be sit on a shelf for a little while. But what we try to do is we try to list it, and so I'll just share a few things that they say they need right now. Spaghetti sauce in plastic jars, canned pasta, cans of condensed soup, 4 packs of pudding cups, pouches of instant potatoes, salad dressing, the small bottles, rice side dishes like rice-a-roni, pastaroni or hamburger helper, dry pasta, macaroni, spaghetti noodles, ramen noodles, canned vegetables, and and also, besides peanut butter, jelly, tuna, cereal, mac and cheese, things like that, they also have a diaper pantry. And that is something that parents need a lot of help with, and you're a parent with a young one, is that with diapers and wipes, that's something that is used a lot, and young ones go through those a lot. And so the need is there because they're quite expensive. And so to have that expense, especially for those families who may struggle a little financially and need some help, their diaper pantry is also there for those who need that, and to come in and take advantage of the offering of the diaper pantry as well.
Right.
So yeah, so food and diapers, good
Right.
thing.
Yeah, and those folks they're collecting grocery items
Yes.
year round.
Yes.
What we do is we kind of go back and forth. So we take one load to Cornerstone, the next time to Hockenham, because both are always
Right.
in need, and both are available to folks in the community who need groceries. So
Right.
if that's a need for folks who are listening, check out those two options.
Right. And we feel that's how we support our community. We already have pantries that are available here in our community in Rockville, Vernon. And so instead of having and setting up a pantry here at our church, why do something that is already been established? And so that's why we collect. We have, our members, when they come through, we call them mission bins. We have big boxes that our kids have decorated on the top to instill in them, to let them know how important it is to give back, and that there are families who need things that may not be as fortunate as they are. And so this is a constant thing for us, that people constantly bring in things and put in our mission bins so that we can give that to our community partners. And then this is how that we support our community and the people in our community. Yeah.
Impressive. Okay, FCC will be hosting a fall festival and tag sale. Can you tell us more about this event?
Yeah, tag sale.
We've had to get used to saying
I know,
tag
'cause
sale.
Yard sale.
Yeah,
Right.
And garage sale
And garage
too.
sale. That's what we
yeah.
grew up with in the South, right? So it's the tag sale. What is that? Yeah.
But we have a big tag sale that we'll have in our fellowship hall. And this day is a fun time to come and check out the different stuff that's been brought in by the tag sale. But there are also other things that will be available, baked goods. I believe mums are in the works, and there'll be some sandwiches available, so you can come, shop, have a good time. And this event is one where we enjoy connecting with the community, but also one where we're trying to raise some funds for our programming in our
Yes.
church as well.
Exactly. It's a win-win.
Right. Beyond fall, does FCCV host any other events you would like our viewers to know about?
Well, sure. We always have things that are going on here. I know that one of the big things that's coming up would be our holiday fair. And do you have that date? Is that the end of November?
I don't have that date.
I don't either. It's in our tidbits probably somewhere, but we'll get that out as it gets closer. But we'll have a holiday fair. But before that, I mean, there are things that we do even weekly that the community is invited to be, involved in and to participate with us. Like today, right now on Tuesday, we have a grief group that is open to all those who have lost a loved one and they're grieving and they need support. On Wednesday, Wednesday is stacked. We
Yeah.
start with...
Well, we have our Wednesday walkers at 9 a.m.
Yep. And then it goes to our 1:30 care and support group. We have a group for people who are caregivers that they find encouragement and inspiration with each other and comfort. And so that group meets on Wednesdays at 1:30. And then that evening...
Well, and we know that this is something that you guys have done at OWC because we've seen it in your videos. We have cornhole at 6 p.m.
Right.
in the side lawn here at the church every Wednesday.
Right, weather permitting.
Yep.
Of course. Ooh. And then Thursday mornings we have a men's fellowship breakfast at Vernon Diner at 7. On Thursday nights we have what we call an informal kind of chat that's called Theology on Tap. We do that at Mitchell's Restaurant. So we have weekly things that go on all the time, and that the community is more than welcome to come and join with us in those groups or those activities.
Yeah, and one other thing we want to share, that is coming up less than a month away now. On September 10th. Is our Rally Sunday and also our Vernon Town Brunch.
Yeah.
So Vernon Town Brunch is a new program. We've had one so far in May, but our second one is coming up, and this is open to the community. It's for the community. There's free food. We have bounce house going on. We have different outdoor games. And at this Vernon Town Brunch, some different folks will be there who will be offering registrations for their programs and classes at discounted rates, specifically if folks are there to sign up at Vernon Town Brunch.
And these are people from the community, right? Our
Exactly.
Vernon
So some
community.
different
Yeah.
programs that you can get plugged in with.
Yeah. So it's going to be a great day.
I agree. Are there any parting words or thoughts that you would like to share today?
Well, sure.
I think first, it's really cool to be on this broadcast
is.
with
It
you because
very
we've
much
been
is.
watching them and enjoying
Right.
them, and now we'll get to watch ourselves
That's right.
and make fun of ourselves.
This is true. This is very true.
But you guys have been fantastic, and we've
indeed.
enjoyed seeing all of the programs and cool stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we just love, like I said earlier, we just love that we've partnered with y'all, and that y'all are here in our space, that you've invited us to your space, and so I feel like it's a good partnership between us and y'all, and that we hope that this continues for years to come. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you for speaking with us today. We wish you and your congregation health and happiness.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
lovely
you.
day.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode of You and Me and OWC. We would like to thank the cooking group, Teresa, Daryl, and Nancy. We would also like to thank Reverend Robin Bird and Pastor Elisa Dickoff from First Congregational Church of Vernon for taking the time out of their day to speak with us. Thank you for joining us for another episode, and we will see you next time. And now, I'd like to invite the team behind the scenes to join me on stage and say farewell. Everyone, come on up. There's the OWC team. Oh, there's another one.